Alright, let's get straight to it. How many times a week should you really be working out to build muscle and burn fat? Is it 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, or every single day? What if I told you that the number of days isn't the most important part, but rather what you're doing during those days? Yeah, I know, mind blown, right? We only have 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week, so how do you maximize your results? Let's break it down and figure out what's best for you. Here's the thing, when it comes to working out, everyone has an opinion. Some people swear by hitting the gym 6 or even 7 days a week, while others claim they're getting shredded with just 3 days of training. So, what gives? How can both approaches work? How can you know what's actually going to get you results? Let's face it, we've all got busy lives. Jobs, family, social obligations, Netflix marathons, our schedules are packed. That's why the idea of condensing your workouts to 3 days a week is so appealing. You get in, get out, and still make progress, right? Well, maybe. But on the flip side, there are those gym warriors who are going almost every day and swear that's the secret to fast results. So, naturally, the question comes up, which one is better? Should you be working out more to see faster muscle gains and fat loss, or can you get away with less? Common sense might tell you that the more you train, the better the results. More days equals more muscle, right? But is it really that simple? Let's take a closer look. Okay, so here's the deal. The answer to this workout frequency question isn't as black and white as you might think. Both approaches, working out 3 times a week or 6 times a week, can work. But the key factor here isn't just how often you work out. It's also about how much training volume you're putting in each week. Training volume refers to the total amount of work you're doing. This includes your sets, reps, and the weight you're lifting. More volume means more stimulus for your muscles to grow. So, in theory, if you want to gain more muscle, you need to increase your total training volume. And this is a big, but it's not always as simple as just cramming more sets and reps into fewer days. Here's where things get interesting. Studies show there's actually a dose-response relationship when it comes to training. This means that the more training volume you have, the more muscle you'll gain up to a point. There is a ceiling where doing more won't necessarily lead to more muscle growth, and it could even lead to overtraining. Now, the next logical question is, how do you spread that training volume across the week? Is it better to hit the gym 3 days a week and crank out full body workouts? Or should you be doing a split routine where you target different muscle groups on different days, like chest and back one day, legs another, and arms? And let's get into the details and see which option works better for different situations. Scenario 1. The 3-day routine full body workouts. Let's say you're doing 3 days of full body workouts each week. Full body routines allow you to train each muscle group more frequently because, obviously, you're hitting everything in each session. Research shows that training a muscle group 2 or 3 times a week can lead to more muscle growth than just training it once. This works because after a workout, your muscles undergo a process called protein synthesis, which is when your body builds new muscle tissue. But here's the kicker: this process only lasts about 48 to 72 hours after your workout. So, if you're only training a muscle group once a week, you're missing out on multiple opportunities to stimulate muscle growth during the rest of the week. The 3-day full-body workout schedule is great if you're limited on time but still want to maximize your gains. You're essentially giving your muscles more frequent stimulus, and that's key. Plus, with fewer days in the gym, you've got more time for recovery. Recovery is just as important as training because that's when your muscles actually grow. But, and this is where the downside comes in, you're limited on how much training volume you can fit into each session. You're hitting every muscle group, so you may not have time to really focus on weak areas or get in extra work for a specific muscle. Plus, full body workouts can be pretty exhausting. By the time you get to your third or fourth exercise, you might be too tired to give it 100%. Scenario 2, the 6-day routine split workouts. Now, on the other hand, let's talk about working out 6 days a week. With this kind of routine, you're probably doing a split routine. So, for example, you might hit chest and back on Monday, legs on Tuesday, shoulders, biceps, and triceps on Wednesday, and then repeat. This approach allows you to give each muscle group more focus, and because you're not trying to do everything in one session, you can usually lift heavier and do more sets per muscle group. It also gives your muscles plenty of time to rest. For example, if you hit chest and back on Monday, you're not going to train them again until at least Thursday or Friday. That gives them about 72 hours of recovery time, which is perfect for muscle growth. Plus, with 6 days in the gym, you can easily hit each muscle group twice a week. This is huge because research shows that training each muscle more frequently, even if the total training volume stays the same, tends to lead to better results. However, the downside of a 6-day routine is the time commitment. Not everyone has the time or energy to hit the gym 6 days a week. And let's be real, if you're not recovering properly between sessions, you could end up burning out or overtraining. So, which one is best? Here's the truth, both approaches work, but it depends on you and your lifestyle. If you've got a busy schedule and can only realistically make it to the gym 3 times a week, you can still see great results by doing full body workouts. You just need to make sure you're putting in the effort during those sessions and doing enough volume to challenge your muscles. But if you have the time and enjoy working out, a 6-day split can give you more flexibility and allow you to target specific muscles more effectively. You'll be able to spread your training volume across the week, meaning you're less likely to be completely wiped out by the end of each workout. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that recovery is critical no matter how often you're training. It's super easy to fall into the trap of thinking more is always better, but if you're not giving your muscles time to recover, you're going to hit a wall. Overtraining is real and it can mess with your progress. So, whether you're working out 3 days a week or 6, make sure you're balancing your intensity with recovery. And don't forget about nutrition if your diet's off. All the training in the world won't get you the results you're after. Let's take a look at how this plays out in real life. Say you're a busy professional. You work a 9-to-5 job, have a family, and a social life. You can realistically only get to the gym 3 times a week. That's totally fine. You can do full body workouts and hit every muscle group multiple times a week. Focus on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and pull-ups to maximize your training. On the flip side, if you're someone who has more time, maybe you're a college student or someone who works from home, you might have the flexibility to hit the gym 5 or 6 days a week. You could structure your routine around specific muscle groups, giving each area more attention and allowing for more volume spread across the week. This approach is great for targeting lagging muscles or areas you want to develop more. Both approaches can work, and the key to success with either one is consistency and making sure you're training with intensity. It's not enough to just show up at the gym, you've got to put in the work while you're there. So, what's your ideal workout schedule? Are you more of a 3-day, full-body workout person, or do you prefer to hit the gym 6 days a week with a split routine? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video and want more tips on building muscle, burning fat, and maximizing your workouts, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And as always, thanks for watching Simple Workout Space, where we help you make the most of your time in the gym and get the results you want. Alright guys, that's it for today. Remember, it's not just about how often you train, it's about how you train. So, get out there, crush your workouts, and I'll see you in the next video.